We chose preferred windows and siding mainly because of Tim Medeiros. Tim is a man of his word and he stands behind his products. So he was the only choice that we made and the only estimate that we got.
Whenever we had a question about the style or just the size of the window or what we were going to put in what room, Tim was just a text or a phone call away. He would immediately respond, and they were just really good guys that we could trust, and we felt like we're doing a good job.
I had been thinking about replacing my siding and windows for a long time. I've did my homework and researched a lot of companies and ultimately chose Preferred Windows and Siding due to their professionalism, the great product they provided, and just their patience that Tim and Gary provided throughout the process.
Well, we started off, we came out with them doing windows and siding, and at first she thought about just windows, but we were able to talk about it and we came up with windows and siding, and that was the start of it. The house was in rough shape. I mean, it needed a lot done to it. They came out, they started doing the windows, they started doing the siding, and within the first week you could see a big change. And I noticed on the side of their trailer that they built decks. And my thought was I was going to build a deck. And I had the idea of what I wanted to do, but really didn't want to tackle it myself. Probably the best decision we made was to add this deck onto it after the fact. It looks like it goes with the house. You know, they're framing it in right now, and I couldn't have built it like that. We wanted a door coming off the kitchen. So we had an old window there that had a lot of water damage to it over the years. So they cut the window out, they cut out all the bad wood, replaced it with new wood, and they framed the door up, and they did that door in 3 hours and framed it in, had it all done. And plus, in the meanwhile, they were putting the insulation on the outside of the home too.
When you say we just got windows and we started with that, but
Right.
Even from the windows, the transformation with just the windows was incredible because you don't just get windows. They cap around the windows in the color that you want.
Yeah.
And we did end up going with white, and it definitely made the house pop, but it gave it just such a finished look. It's gorgeous.
If you look at the dormers on top of the house, the dormers that were
Those are
done,
amazing.
that was the most amazing transformation because that's always been an eyesore for me. However they were designed before, they weren't really done exactly right. And they rebuilt them practically, and they made it look right.
They were in rough shape.
They were terrible, and that was just amazing to see that part of it.
Yeah, that pulled the whole house together
Oh,
when
yeah.
they did the dormers.
Made a big difference.
We liked how they addressed all of our issues and they were able to fix any problems that they were running into.
And they are on site every day. They come out and they check and see what these guys are doing, you know, and just to say hey. And it's not like they're out here drilling these guys. They come up and they say hey, and they tell them what they're doing, and it's like they work together really well.
Yeah, and you know, you have an owner of the company you can call and feel okay calling and just chat with and ask him questions. And here he is coming on site, seeing your house, making sure everything's on target. So it's really impressive. It's a great company.
The house that Tim did the project for us on was actually a rental house. And I'm very jealous about the windows because I can open and close them with one finger. So I now want my house done.
I was very pleased with the work provided by Preferred Windows and Siding. I would absolutely recommend them to my friends and family.
I would definitely call them for any other exterior remodeling or any sort of window or door because they did a very good job.
I felt like we could really trust them.
I've recommended Preferred probably about 30 times already to a bunch of different people talking about different work they would do. And I've explained to them why I refer them, and I've showed them pictures of the work they've done, and everybody's been really impressed. I would recommend them, highly recommend them.
I would too. I've told people at work and showed them pictures, and they've just been in awe at the transformations that they have seen here.
Well,
it's incredible.
You can see
We've gone
from
from the ugly duckling to
yeah.
you know, one of the best houses on the block.